Okay, hello, my friends on YouTube. This is Angie, and I'm excited to give you an update on my new treatment, and I'm excited to be smiling. Um, uh, Being willing to show you my smile, even though, of course, it's still not perfect, but I have to say this is probably the best results overall that I've had from any treatment. So I'm going to go over what I did last time. And I did do a video about 2 weeks ago that was just before the treatment, talking about my new theory again. And so, so I was doing some more research, which I've been doing tons of reading. And what I found, and I spoke about it, I think, in the other video, but I'll go over it again, is that there's certain muscles in the face that work in an interesting way, like the orbicularis oculi, which is the circular muscle of the eye. Let me show you on a little thing here. You see where the eye is in big rings going all the way out, up to the eyebrow and a bit under the eye. That's the orbicularis oculi, and they have different names for different layers, but it's really one big function, like closing the eye. So when you think about it, when you close the eye, it goes down here, but here it goes up. So they call that antagonist. And it says lift and hold your eyebrow with your finger and then try to squint your eyes. And if you do it a certain way, and it's kind of hard to do. And that's to show that. So anyway, so what I did was I put half a unit here, half a unit here, half a unit here, half a unit there. Not right in the middle because I didn't want it to droop. So I wanted to put like 2 over here and then 2 here. So to get the squinting down, you know what I mean. When you laugh, when you yawn, like the eye closes. and so yeah, so it really doesn't do that now. However, the eye is a little more open than I'd like to. So like if I take a shower, I'm getting water in my eye and it causes it to be a little irritant. If I'm going to go swimming in salt water this summer, I can't close it, so I get water in my eye a little bit. But I don't have any problem sleeping or anything like that. You might see that the eye is like a little almost bigger than this eye. But I had nothing done above except for the eyebrow lift that I like to get, and I just got 1 unit right underneath. So that's where I get it, is right underneath the eyebrow. Although I always say the doctor tells me other people get it above the eyebrow and it causes a lift, but for me it works right there. And then I got 1 unit here, and actually this is, like I said, more open, and the eye area above the where you get kind of droopy skin is less on this side, so which is good. I also had 2 units here to cut down on this this pebbled skin look, which I guess it did, a little bit. It's not all gone, but that's fine. And I did a big difference that really helped me. But again, this might not work exactly for you, so you have to use my information to find your own results and spots. I'm just sharing that it's worked for me and it paid off to do all this work. Okay, so there's the zygomaticus muscles. There's 2 big muscles that go here that gives us the really big smile. One kind of pulls this when you really smile really big, like you're laughing, and they go from here, like I think up towards your ear. And the upper one is called the minor zygomaticus, and the bottom one is the major. Well, we always put 3 units in the minor. And what that would do, it would like reduce it a little bit, but it was hardly noticeable. And I didn't want to put more units because that would get expensive. So this time I was studying, and I said, can you please put it in the major? Now the major goes here, and here's really fleshy. So you couldn't get into the nerve. You would have to go way too deep trying to get a shot here. But it wasn't a problem because he just put it, I think, right there. He found it where the skin is thinner, and put it in the major here, which goes here. And what I like about it is it doesn't show a lot of teeth anymore. Like it really did have the effect. I can still smile, but it's very even, and it doesn't show the gummy teeth, which made a big difference for me. If you don't have gummy teeth, it's not a problem, but if you do, like I said, I have it here too. They kind of go down a lot, and then this goes up a lot. It was a big difference, but now it's not. It's a miracle. And then, of course, the most popular thing we talk about that everybody wants to find, and I hope you all do, and just be careful because it might not be the same spot as mine now, but it's the depressor anguli oris, which goes from here down to here. Now there's another muscle here, and you don't want to do that one if your smile shows your bottom teeth, because that will bring that up and make it worse. So make sure to put it in them. But where I put it, my doctor puts it just to the out a little bit from the side of the edge of the mouth, the very corner of the mouth, maybe down slightly, and put one unit right there. And you can see once again how it's lifted, but it's not just lifted a little bit, it really lifted really nice this time. I mean, I'm so happy. I just feel bad saying this if it doesn't work for you, but I hope it will. Okay, let me see if I find any more information to read. So the zygomatic muscles, the major and the minor, move the mouth corners up and outward when we smile. So, depending on which one you want to reduce, on the good side is where you would put it, but that worked for me to put it in the major. And the depressor anguli oris that I showed you that goes here, and please print out something online that shows you exactly where they are. Don't go by where I'm pointing. It pulls the mouth corner down. So by releasing that, it allows me to smile. And I always thought, no, I can't smile. But yes, I can. It was just fighting this muscle. So that's my dog digging to China over there. The platysma muscle, which is when you get real strain here. Well, I never had that treated. My doctor doesn't do it, and I never did it. And if you do it, you have to pay like extra $100 or $2 just to have, because it needs it's a very strong muscle. I am not having that active now since I got what I feel the right spot, on my face. It's not acting when I'm talking or laughing or and so that is great, which was kind of what I was hoping for that it would do. And I'm just going to read one part here of something I'd found. The crooked asymmetrical smile after Bell's palsy happens when the depressor anguli oris, again from the corner of the mouth down here, not this one, down here, that muscle on the affected side is unnecessarily activated together with the zygomatic muscles, the big smile muscles, the major and minor, and its antagonists. So while Bell's palsy sufferer wants to produce a smile in this fight, the former muscle often wins over the latter because it is larger and stronger, saying the one that pulls down is larger and stronger than the muscles that go up, and which is exactly what I've been feeling, and you probably agree. So the result is that the corner of the mouth looks down instead of up, and so yes, I agree. So I'm going to show you this one now. Gosh, how did I do this? Or maybe I'll put it right here. Okay. So this is the one that I printed out. There's other ones. I like this one. Now I see the words are all backwards, but let's just look at where I got the treatment and what the muscles look like. So this would be the affected side. And like I said, there's the one unit right under my eyebrow, a half and a half, and a half and a half over here in this big white area here. Like I said, I avoided the middle, even though I did, it still got a little droopy. So I would maybe remove one of the halves there, maybe just do one half. I don't know, maybe just one half. I'm not sure, but still, I'm really happy. So what happened? The top of the eye doesn't close as much because, like I was talking about earlier, when this doesn't close, this doesn't close. When this closes, this closes. So that's why it worked that I had nothing done on the top, but my eye doesn't close because I did on the bottom. So I learned you can do one and you don't have to do the other. Here are the zygomatic, the dark one. Here's the minor one. And there's the major one. And so this one kind of pulls all the way up almost to the ear. And so that's where I put the 3 units on the non-affected side to bring it down, to make it more even. And then this one, you see this like kind of swirl, where it goes out and back down like that. That is the depressor anguli oris, where I have the one shot, but I put it just at the corner of the mouth and like up there. One time I tried to put it like down here, but what happened was this muscle instead stopped working for me, which was not good. And so I'm getting it up here. But again, that might work for you. I don't know. So that is what I have. And then the very little triangle under your lips here, the white area, that's the... okay, it's not on here. It's the mentitis, I think it's called, or something. Mentalis, yeah. And that's the one that give you like just little kind of wrinkles or something. So anyway, I can't think of what else to say, and I'm sure you don't want to sit all evening and listen to this. So I know one of you has an appointment tomorrow, so I hope this might give you some information. I guess your doctor might not want to see 12-minute video either, but depending on what your main concern is, if it's eye closing, I would maybe try just half a unit here and half a unit here to start with, and then you could always go back in a week and add another half unit. And then you also see if it's asymmetrical at all and where exactly you need to add another half unit. I would go careful because, you don't want to do too much and then be unhappy for 3 months. And I'm sure your other main concern is, that bring down the smile here, where you, depending on, you can either do it in the minor or the major, or you can do both. You could do 2 here, 2 here, 3 here. But I do just 3 in the major now. And if you want to watch the other videos, you see how this worked for me as compared to the other one. And then this one, and then this one right here, which numbed this muscle, which has been causing this, and now allows me to pull out. It's amazing. I mean, after what, 30 years, I'm smiling. I looked in the mirror a couple of days ago, like when it had been 7 days and gone to full effect, and I had not seen myself smile, like almost not noticeable to me. I'm sure it is still, but in 30 years. So good luck. Wish you the best. Love you. God bless.